Warning: the following views that are expressed on the Dr. Quack house calls that are expressed by the guests are not necessarily the views of this show. Strong language, partial nudity, violence may occur. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the House Calls. I'm Dr. Quack, and today we're going to be doing our WrestleMania 40 preview. We're going to preview the matches that are already out, and we might even give some predictions on some matches we think might happen. And when I say we, I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about the man, the myth, the legend himself joining me, A-List Alverson.
Well, hello there, Mr. Quackaloogus. It's always good to make your acquaintance and do some prognosticating on the biggest show of the wrestling year. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm glad you can make it by with all your busy schedule there.
I always find time for a friend, and you caught me on a good day.
I will take that. Yeah, we got a lot of big matches coming up here. WrestleMania 40 happening 2 weeks from now. Not this Sunday, next Saturday and Sunday. So,
next Saturday and Sunday. By the time this has been out for 24 hours, we'll have already missed a couple of matches that have been through. We're just kind of dry running here, getting things going first so that we're running the pack, I suppose, right?
Yeah, and look, everybody's talking about this match. CVV taking on A-List. Welcome, WrestleMania 40.
Would be a nice thing to have happen. The gentleman seems to have started no-selling me, but why wouldn't he? He's somebody. I'm nobody. He's got fans. I got flakes, right?
Yeah. Well, I hope the match happens. I would definitely love to see it wherever it happens, and definitely it'll be enjoyable.
Hey, I'll make the run
but yeah,
for it.
We got some
on the streets or if it's at the buffet.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, be on the lookout for that, folks. Whenever that happens, I am definitely ready to check that out. But you ready to get into some matches?
Let us get into some matches.
Okay, let's go into the first one here because we got LA Knight taking on AJ Styles.
LA Knight and AJ Styles. Now, it might be a lot better than you anticipated, but I don't have big hopes for it because LA Knight is not known as much of an in-ring talent. He's got an absolutely magnetic personality, and then AJ Styles is the one that goes to deliver the goods in the ring. So unless the two of them might work very well together, they might not work out well together. But I think LA Knight is got a little bit more to prove than AJ Styles. He's on the rise. I'm giving this one to LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've been hearing a lot of people say that management has been no-selling LA Knight. I mean, do you really feel like they're not giving him his push anymore, or do you think it's going to rise?
He obviously disrupted the machine. Of course, everything has a plan, and you anticipate certain things are going to happen a certain way. But LA Knight just took off like a rocket, and everybody endeared him, and the office didn't know what the hell to do with it. So they've kind of put him out there because they can't ignore him, but they're just letting him fail because he wasn't part of the plan. Whereas AJ Styles, he's pretty much on his way out, right? He's north of 45. He's trying to get his look together. Looks phenomenal because that's who he is. So for the amount of time he has been on top, he's still every bit as good as he was. So these are two guys that you really just can't ignore. Put them in a match together.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great matchup. Like I would say, if I had to put this on the Meltzer 5-star system, I expect at least a 3.5 out of this. I'm going to go with LA Knight. I'm with you on that. I don't see AJ Styles going out there and continuing on. Like you said, he's on his way out. I think that LA Knight is definitely probably going to be on the rise up here. You'll see him more towards SummerSlam, probably getting that boost in my opinion. But you got a question here. What's your finisher, A-List?
Well, since I've never been in a match, I've never had to finish one. But for the sake of posterity, we're going to say it is the A-List armbar. Armbar.
Oh, gee. That A-List armbar, that sounds deadly as hell, man. I'm telling you. Well, I love it. I quit match. You're getting people on here commenting on all this.
Yeah.
That should be interesting. But yeah, let's get into our next one here because, and by the way, folks, some of these matches, they are not night 1, night 2 yet. They are predetermined. There's only a couple that are actually determined on which night. And tell us who you think's going to win. By all means, put that out there. But let's go with a big one here. Let's go with Jey Uso taking on Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy and Jey Uso squaring up against each other. This one's been building and brewing for a long time. I think the way that they have set it up, it is going to be damaging to Jey Uso to lose this matchup, unless this is only their first confrontation of a series. Now, if this is a one and done, we're fighting that WrestleMania matchup, I anticipate Jey Uso's got to come out on top. Otherwise, he loses his main event moniker. However, if these guys are going to go another round or 2 or 3, and we're going to draw this out through the summer, I can very well see Jimmy stealing this one from Little Bro.
Yeah, I want to go with Jey on this. I really do. I think this is a babyface mania. There's going to be a lot of, especially if this is night 1, this is going to be like an early babyface pop. They're going to be happy. They're going to want to, make the crowd excited. I mean, both of them, this should be a good clinic here. This should be something worth watching. But yeah, I'm going to go with Jey. I feel like they're going to give the babyface pop one, the night 1 especially.
They definitely got the anticipation factor, and these guys can go at each other in the ring. So there is a lot for everybody to enjoy here, and I am just buckled in for the ride.
Yes, I mean, it's nice to have a WrestleMania you're looking forward to, isn't it?
Those are the better ones, usually, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not WrestleMania 9, thank God, but, we're getting there. We're getting a lot better than that.
We are indeed.
There you go. Big matchup. United States Championship. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. This is going to be a good one. I'm really excited to see this match.
Yes, we got limbs flailing and moving around over there. I think Logan Paul is marketable as a WWE champion more so than the competitors, while they have more equity in the WWE brand. I forecast Logan Paul keeping his title through this one, through some kind of shenaniganry, and then that'll end up working with Orton and KO on the back end somehow.
What was so bad about 9?
Now, you see, old Soldier X there, he's not as old as you and I are. He hasn't seen all the WrestleManias that happened as they happened. So I'll give him a pass on that one. If you want to go back and do the research, sir, and experience WrestleMania 9 as it was presented, you will understand Dr. Quack's comment about the matter.
Oh, boy. Yep. Look, Paul is good in the ring.
The man,
I'm going to go with Randy. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm going to go with Randy Orton on this because if Randy Orton wins, and this is what my mindset is, he will have become the United States champion, which means he will become a Grand Slam. Because he has won every other title but this. And I think that's what they want to do, to give him that title, have him drop it within a month or 2, and then he's probably on his way out. You can see the injuries every time he's wrestling. His back is not the same, but I think Randy Orton has a really good shot. If not, it's going to be Logan Paul. I just don't see Kevin Owens really doing anything. I think he's lost in the shuffle here.
So you think that they're going to give it to Randy Orton just to pad the stats, as it were, huh?
Yes, pretty much like they did The Miz, where he won the world title and then held it for about a month, and they said, nope, we're taking that away.
That served a purpose.
I can really see that. Yeah, look, Logan doesn't need to be pinned either. I'm going with this. Yeah, I think Kevin Owens is going to do the JOB on the PPV or the PLE now. Let me get that correct. Yeah, don't call it PPV.
PLE. I'll say one thing for Kevin Owens. He has been the main event of night one of WrestleMania 2 years now. I don't see them going on last this time around, but he's got a good track record so far.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good match. Definitely worth watching, whether it's night one or night two. Here we go. Undisputed Tag Team Championship ladder match. This has been talked about for quite a minute here. Who's all involved? The people we know right now, and if we're wrong, by all means, correct us. That would be Finn Balor and Damian Priest, Judgment Day. Awesome Truth out there. The New Day and Gargano and Ciampa over there, plus 2 other teams. A lot of people have been speculating the Dudley Boys and the Hardys may be coming into this match. What do you think is going to happen here?
You know, regardless of who all is participating in this matchup, this is going to be a 12-man car wreck that you don't have any vested interest in the outcome of, but you're going to be there because you want to see the mayhem happen. Now, the Hardy Boys, they already had their big WrestleMania comeback. Why would you do it again? And they did it perfectly the first time around because Triple H is better than anybody at working the internet. The Hardy Boys actually put the Young Bucks over at Ring of Honor Saturday night and then showed up unannounced Sunday to be in the WrestleMania tag team match. That's not a magic that you can replicate, and if it is, it's just sloppy seconds. Now, I was thinking who else is going to be one of them unnamed tag teams in this match, and immediately my mind went to the Bushwhackers, but then I remembered that old Butch Miller died last year, so that ain't very well happening. But I had this vision of R-Truth up on the top of the ladder, not knowing what he's doing up there or what he's supposed to do, and then Luke grabs old Butch by the head, running, boom, battering ram, knocks the ladder over. R-Truth makes the free fall. That's the spot I wanted to see. Ain't gonna happen, but it's fun to think about, ain't it? Nevertheless, I think the champs retain on this one, and I don't think it matters if, why, or how. By the way,
I can go with that.
Very underappreciated finish, that Bushwhacker battering ram.
That should happen. Yes, I would love to see it. Here you go. What about MCMG joining from TNA?
So the Motor City Machine Guns, I think they won't get the pop that the WWE audience would give, or that the Office Brass would expect from the universe, right? They've never been on that top level. So as a surprise debut in such a high-profile match, I don't know if the impact, pardon the pun, would be there.
Yeah, I mean, I want Awesome Truth to win this just because I'd love to see R-Truth with another championship besides being the 800-time, 24/7, 365 TV.
I got a question about
and plus the minutes.
Now, are they going to be hanging all 4 of the belts up there, or how is that going to work logistically?
I don't know. That is very odd. They might hang 1 of each. They might hang all 4. Here we go. We got Ed here. Did I miss you saying the Dudley Boys? No, I actually said that. I was saying a speculation. I think they might be one of the 2. They've been hinting around it, and you saw the Hardys on Monday Night Raw, especially Matt. You saw him out there in the audience. That kind of makes me wonder, are they going to actually be in there? Could there be anybody else, A-List?
Well, there's a good argument to be made about the Dudley Boys coming out on WrestleMania in Philadelphia. So, I mean, there's a safe bet. If there's a safe bet on who's going to make that big return, the Dudleys would be my number 1 pick. I don't think they would win it, but I think they'd be the best choice for the hometown crowd. Now, the other Philadelphia hopefuls are all I think they're all deceased now, right? There's no Public Enemy. There's no Gangsters. There's no Eliminators. That's really the only Philadelphia tag team that can come out and do this.
Around, but I don't see them bringing back Sabu. And RVD's, I think, signed with AEW.
That's true. But you never know.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. Look. And that's a good question because they're talking about the Dudley Boys back and injuries. Would he be able to work well? I don't think he would have to work well. He just had to be there, do a couple spots, stay low, and let the match go as it's going to go. I think that would work. they would love the pop.
Exactly.
But yeah, here we go. Another big matchup. Another big matchup. Intercontinental Championship. A lot of people have been talking about this. Gunther and Sami Zayn. Is Gunther's streak going to end? Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in history.
You know, Gunther has done very well for himself in the capacity that he is in. The man has been a champion in WWE for about as long as he's been involved. And I think that's kind of sneaking under the radar while everybody talks about how long Roman. You forget that Gunther was the NXT or the UK champion for 2 years before he even got a hold of that IC title. Now, they put Sami Zayn in this makeup kind of unexpectedly. Nobody thought he'd make it into the match, and I don't think he's going to make it out as the champion, but the magic of Sami Zayn will give you that 30, 40 seconds of that hot comeback that he will make you think he just might be able to pull it off. And then Gunther's going to cut him off hard and steal the win. Everybody's going to be like, damn, I knew he was going to win it, but I didn't think it was going to happen right then, right there.
Look, and this is what people are saying exactly. Should be Gable. Should be Chad Gable in this match. I gotta feel that too. They gave the big push and they just ripped that from underneath him.
Wouldn't be the first time they ripped the push away from Chad Gable. You know what though?
Yeah,
are Gable and Otis still a tag team? I don't watch TV that much.
I'm not 100% sure. If you want to answer that, folks, by all means, I don't believe they are. I believe he's on a singles role. Yeah, and he retains. I feel bad for his reign, but it has been overshadowed. I kind of go with that too. I mean, you've got the Universal Champion out there for what? I don't even know. It's over 1,300 days, I believe.
Yeah, it's been a while. Since The Fiend was alive, anyway.
Yeah, Gunther versus Gable should have been WrestleMania 40. Oh, I agree. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm going to go with Gunther. He's not losing this title. I don't think he drops it until Survivor Series. I think that's the earliest for me. I see him going past SummerSlam with it. It just don't make any sense. And I'm a huge Honky Tonk fan, and he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion. So that's what I got to go with.
Well, what is that unnecessary shout out for Honky Tonk Man for? Come on now, respect yourself.
I love Honky Tonk Man. He was my favorite when I was a kid. He'd hit everybody with a guitar, man.
That makes one of us.
Oh, come on. Anyways, let's move on down here. We got the women's championship match. Io Sky taking on Bayley. This one's been built up pretty well. I will actually do that.
Yeah, this one is shaping up pretty well. They got the story involved there. Bayley got her money's worth from the Royal Rumble appearance that she made there, and I want to say that I think she's going to take it all back. She deserves a moment like winning the title at Mania.
Yeah, look at this. Look, some people are calling this a piss break.
You got to take one at some time. I mean, let's be nice.
Well, I figured there's going to be a spot where you have somebody's going to come out there and do a musical performance. They'll have that happening probably. There'll be an intermission spot. They'll have like an interview spot with what's that guy from SmackDown?
Grayson Waller's going to have to do his whole to do, right? Yes. With some kind of
there's going to be some sort of small spot.
Right.
Yeah, here we go. Look, Bayley loses because of the story with Dakota. Oh, that's a nice comment. I can go with that. Wants Low Sky to win, but Bayley's taking it. I'm going to go with Bayley. I really am. I think it's her time. They've pushed her, even though and she's mad because they're not putting this night one main event. And I don't think it is. I think the other matches are just, too much strength right there with them. I don't see this being night one.
Listen. Io Sky is not the superior women's champion. That is obvious. So I don't see why you want to complain about not being in the top spot when you're not even the top woman champion.
Jesus. I see Bayley and Kai over there at SummerSlam. Dakota Kai, not Leilani.
You're the only one who's even thinking about Leilani Kai when they see Kai written down there, the Quackies.
I have less than an iota of wanting to see this match. God, some people are just all mad on this. But yeah, let's get into this match here. This is good. Mommy's always on top. And let's talk about that. Rhea Ripley Becky Lynch.
I am a fan of Rhea Ripley, and I have been since the first time I seen her emerge from behind the curtain. I said, wow, this girl has something magical, right? Very rarely is a woman as intimidating as she is, but also as attractive. She has got a high marks on both ends, and I think she's going to carry the company on the back of her ability to be that kind of act.
Yeah. Here, let me ask you this before I get into my thoughts. What did you think about the stink face done by Rhea Ripley?
Here's what I'll say about that, right? This was a house show match. This was a throwaway spot on something that wasn't meant to be published or distributed in any way. And people used to do things like that, silly spots, for dozens of years, and you never heard about them. But now that everybody's got a camcorder in their pocket with access to millions of people at any point in time, she just sold a whole heck fire a lot of house show tickets by doing that. It's good for business, even for the wrong purpose.
And then the next night, Shayna Baszler's like, do me. And of course, Nia Jax said no and clotheslined her. You know, it was beautiful on that. I'm glad the great sell. But I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley. I mean, she's hot. She's on fire. You know, she's selling tickets. That's what they want. She'll probably, because they're getting ready to go to France, she will probably be on that poster with that title, I expect, in Backlash. And you'll probably see her with the title in SummerSlam. I don't see anybody really taking that off of her, at least until Charlotte Flair comes back, because I know they want to push her down everybody's throats. They want that title back with her, you know? They just love her. Becky Lynch just sold a book.
The title is where it needs to be right now. Let's just enjoy it being there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Becky Lynch has just got a book, so she got a huge boatload of money. It's like when you're a city and you get to host the Super Bowl and the next season you lose and don't make it. That's kind of her payoff right there. You're getting paid that money. You're not that I'm saying football's rigged. Never. No, I would never say that. Yeah, right. She's the only one I'd let do that to. Oh, boy. See, people are excited about mommy over there. But we're going to take a quick commercial break before we go into the big matches that we know. Warning. And we're back here. Check out my interviews here coming up this month. Got a lot of great guests. We're going to be talking some movies. We're going to be talking some promo world. We're going to be talking some professional wrestling as well. Definitely a lot of great stuff there. Plus, this Thursday, we've got Big Country. We're going to talk to him, Indiana Professional Wrestling Hall of Famer. But, yeah, we got 3 matches here. These are the ones that are designated for night 1, night 2. Okay, we'll start with night 1 because this is the one that everybody's kind of wanting to know what happens. The Rock and Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
Let me tell you, this matchup is going to be a solid 25 minutes of entrances. You're going to have Roman Reigns and The Rock each come down individually, right? Milking it all the way to the end. You're going to have everybody going, whoa, whoa, and then they're going to come out and Cody's going to do the thing, and it's, oh, and it's just going to be a match in itself before they even get to the ring. And then when they all finally do get in there, it's going to be heat so cheap you get change for a hay penny with the boo and the yay and the looks and the locks. And I tell you, if these guys aren't out there for a half hour before anybody touches, I will be surprised. Now, whether or not the match actually delivers is irrelevant. It is absolutely irrelevant if these guys can give you the goods in the ring, because just getting to the ring is going to be the roller coaster of the show.
God, people are all excited. Look, 20 minutes of promos, 30 minutes of entrances, you know, and the big thing is if The Rock and Roman Reigns win, it is bloodline rules, pretty much no holds barred. If Cody and Seth wins, that means that they are barred from ringside. I think it's going to be bloodline rules. I'm expecting some complete BS to happen. I'm expecting The Rock's going to pin Seth Rollins. That's my call on this. I think because you can't have Roman Reigns get a pin because he's in the main event. You can't have Cody Rhodes go under because he's in the main event. I really feel like those two are going to be the ones. And I'll take The Rock to take him over. I feel like some bullshit shenanigans will happen. But yeah, it's going to be pretty much 25 minutes of fucking madness, plus the match itself. I go with that. Oh God, yeah, I'm totally with you. Let's get
the way that they've set this up, right? Where one match stipulates the next one, and if you use your linear thinking brain, you're going to think, well, whoever wins on night 1 is going to lose on night 2. But I don't think it's going to play out that way. I think what we're going to get is something completely unexpected from night 1. It's going to be a pivotal plot twist going into night 2. It's going to be a cliffhanger. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but at the end of night 1, everybody's going to be all like, I'm coming back tomorrow. I got that one. The writers are going to do that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen with this. That match is going to dictate a lot of stuff. I can see fans after this match either being really happy or really upset, and probably anxiety through the roof. You might have to, check on your friends because they might be totally upset. No destroying televisions, no destroying, TVs and all sorts of stuff. They're going to go madness here.
Just another night in Philadelphia.
Let's get into night 2. Oh yeah, there's going to be a riot. Great. That's what we need in Philadelphia. I am glad I am on the other side of Pennsylvania. Thank you, God. Yeah, night 2. Night 2 is going to be really fun because that's where you got the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins defending against Drew McIntyre. And God, has he talked a lot of smack. Yes, we did. You'll have to go back and check it out. We're not stopping.
I'm a fan of both of these guys, and I think that they both apply themselves as a champion. Unfortunately, Drew's run happened in a time where there couldn't be anybody in the stands to watch him, and I don't think they've given him a proper redemption for that yet. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins has been sitting on that redisputed championship title belt for almost a year now. So I think that this is the opportunity for Drew to come in and get his world title run proper.
Yeah, and I'm hoping he does. He deserves it. Carrying 2020 was so horrible for him. I mean, you had no fans, no excitement, no real pop on the internet. Everybody's like, oh, great, it's Drew. Yeah. And people got so just mad with it. I'm hoping he does win this. I'm loving the whole build-up with it. All the things he's doing online that just taught Seth Rollins has been priceless. It has been great.
He is using the vehicle.
World, Jesus, it's been hilarious. But yes, I am definitely going with Drew McIntyre dead up on this. Yeah, he's had some fire promos online. I truly agree. Yes, he has to win. You're seeing this, has to take him down. There isn't too many people cheering for Seth Rollins. I just hope Seth is not wearing Becky Lynch's clothes on his way out there. That's the only thing I can hope, because, man, he is wearing a lot of her stuff.
Don't ask for too much, Quack. You know it ain't going to work like that.
I know, but one can only hope. God. All right, here we go. Let's see. We got our final match here. That main event on night 2. The big exciting one. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. Is Cody going to finish his story?
Listen, we're in a situation here where they've gone through so many shenanigans and so much buildup that this has written itself. The outcome is obvious. And we've been in this situation before, right? Now, it's gotten to the point where we've jerked this guy around, and we've done all these ups and downs, and we've kind of laid him out to dry. And like I said, we've been in this situation before. So here's how it breaks down. If you got a functional brain, you look at this match and there is absolutely no way in hell that Booker T does not beat Triple H for the world title. And then if you really think through it, well, maybe they don't have, Okay, so WWE's got a way of getting it wrong every once in a while, I suppose. But here's what I forecast. All right, what is Cody's father's name? Please help me.
That would be Dusty Rhodes, baby.
There you go. There, yeah, the Dusty Rhodes. Now he's very well known for a particular kind of ending to a championship match, isn't he? So how could you make it so that this story gets told and finished, but the right guy gets to keep the heat? I believe the term is Dusty Finish. I'm calling it now, and I want to be first on record to do so.
So who are you picking?
It's going to be a Dusty finisher. There's going to be some kind of shenaniganry going on here. Cody is going to get the pin. He's going to hold the belt up. Everybody's going to be elated for 40 seconds until somebody comes out and ruins the whole thing, and everybody goes up in arms about it.
So you're thinking Roman Reigns is going to win this?
Roman Reigns is going to win by a technicality. Cody Rhodes is going to get disqualified because of somebody's second opinion that comes in and reverses the decision. That's how Dusty booked it every month for the babyface to almost win the title. It needs to happen. That is the end of the story.
See, look at this. Look, Priest cashes in. Somebody's thinking about that. I mean, that is a strong possibility. And I really see this two ways. It's either Dusty gets that victory, or Cody gets that victory and he cashes in. But I'm going to go with Roman Reigns still holding this title. He's only got to hold it until September to beat Hulk Hogan on the list. And then he's got Bruno. They're really trying to make that a huge story where Roman Reigns might just get past and end up breaking Bruno's great 2,000+ day record.
You know, I don't think that Roman's got a shot at Bruno. I do think that they might push him to Hogan for the purpose of they'll never have to mention Hulk Hogan's name again if Roman Reigns surpasses him. I did notice, and I think it's quite hilarious, that magically they have noticed and recognized the run of Antonio Inoki because that broke Bob Backlund's tenure in half. And funny how they didn't acknowledge those 10, 12 days, whatever it was in Japan, for 40, 50 years almost. And now that there's a guy that's on the chase, well, we got a nice crack here in 1979 that cuts Bob Backlund's reign in half. Let's go with that.
What do you mean, pal? They talked about Inoki? That's some bullshit. I'm going down there. Yeah, I can see Vince being pissed off with it. Oh, God, here we go. Look, nobody wants the 50-year Machine Guns, Luke. Yeah, look, and that's two people have said it. Motor City Machine Guns. They might be in this match. It's possible. I'm not going to deny it. I don't think they are, though.
I mean, they will do well in the match, but the problem is they are not going to get the pop from 80,000 people when only 1,500 go to TNA.
Right, and look, and this is the other thing. Look, right here. Cody should have never broke Triple H's throne. I think only about 8% of WWE fans even know about that. That's my honest opinion. Most of them don't pay attention to AEW. The WWE loyalists are that way. It's just kind of like the AEW guys, the anti-WWE. The ones that are in the middle, that's your 8%. You know? That's just the way I see it there. But yeah, I'm taking Roman Reigns. I think Cody's story will not be continuing until at least SummerSlam, possibly Survivor Series, or they totally scrap it. I could see that happening too. And you made a video here, sir. And this is what I like to see if Cody's going to win it. Bring back the Eagle.
That's what it's all about.
Yes,
right there
it is.
If Cody Rhodes takes the title, this belt needs to be on TV so that I can show mine.
Good God. Mine's downstairs in a case. I can't exactly pull it out. But yes, it is a beautiful, beautiful title, isn't it? That Winged Eagle. But I'm going to go into one more thing here before we go. Any predictions on anything coming up here? What do you think? Any special matches are getting added? What kind of matches? Any special guests? Anything you see coming out of this?
You know, with this being
with this being a
Philadelphia event, I think that there's going to be some kind of sports influence going on here. I think some local celebrities will be involved in some kind of tomfoolery, and I'm looking forward to just seeing that filler that's going to happen. I mean, we got a good 10 hours worth of show here, and we've only got 10 matches that are signed to it, and we've got surprises in the bag because we got 2 tag teams in a match that we don't even know of yet. So there's lots to look forward to, and I'm excited for it. That's the beauty of WrestleMania. Nobody gets disappointed by what they see at WrestleMania unless they are jaded and over dramatic and wrestling fans, those kind of people.
Yeah, you stop talking about 40% of my audience here like that. That is truly probably what it is. People are so pissed off over the littlest things. But my prediction, they're going to have a 20-man battle royal. The Andre the Giant battle royal will come back. I feel it. You got to have everybody on the show that's not booked. I feel like there's going to be there. Jade Cargill, she'll be there somewhere in this. I can already feel it. There's going to be some other things going on. I can see a lot of great stuff happening through these 2 nights. A musical act will happen somewhere, and God knows we might even see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
If that's how you want to play it, Quack, I'll tell you. It's WrestleMania. It's the biggest show of the year. I'm happy to see it, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. Hey, man, Philadelphia, Stallone, does he show up?
Hey, let's calm down with the spoilers there, huh? There's a lot of money involved with Stallone.
I know that's going to be a big check right there. Look, Jade Cargill wins Andre the Giant Battle Royal. See, people got some weird madness with them right now. But good God. Anything else you want to say here to the people about WrestleMania or anything in general?
Listen, I have been watching WrestleMania since, I believe, WrestleMania 7 was the first one that I saw as it happened. And every time this comes around, I just turn into a child all over again. We all got we try to have our smart mark glasses on where we try to guess what the business is going to do. It is so much more enjoyable to take your fanular looking disposition, watch the show, and love it as it happens. I don't set myself up for disappointment because it is just something that is a part of Americana. I'm going to be in Philadelphia. I'm going to be standing in the parking lot all day. And I'm just having a great time to enjoy myself, as everyone should. If you don't like what happens at WrestleMania, you are the problem.
I agree. I want to see the videos of you there. Definitely. I want to see what happens. Make sure you show us that. Make sure you check out my friend here, A-List Alverson. Check out his page on Facebook. I share a lot of his reels. I'll put a link here in the bottom. This man here is always cutting some great quality, funny stuff. I'm Dr. Quack, and on Thursday, I will be having Big Country. Make sure you tune in for that. Thank you, A-List Alverson, for coming along here on the ride.
Appreciation, sir.
All right, and we'll see you next time.